And good Thursday. It is the Moosejaw Hour, and welcome to my channel. Here we go. We are live from the Great Basin Desert of Nevada. Who knew? Here we are. So go ahead, check in where you're from, and let's see, what should we ask you? What new release item are you most excited about? We'll talk about some of those here tonight, and also we're going to look into obviously our top three Instagram moose jaw picks that I liked. How soon? Shortly, I prefer starting it around. Hey, I was on time. I was on time. I'm punctual, Matt. But we will talk about the top three Instagram posts that I found interesting, builds, paint jobs, what have you. And one of them will maybe surprise you. We'll see. We also have, the top some products to talk about that came out recently, and some are huge and some are not so huge, literally. And then we'll have the Instagram of the week that kind of correlates what's going on with this weekend in Pioneer, California. But we will get to that. But first, let's get to you. Let's say hello to everybody, and let's see where we start off. Because the thing is, I see you guys chatting, so I gotta start where I begin. How's that? So we have Alar from Estonia. Hello, Alar. Good to see you. Thank you for joining the Moosejaw RC channel. Matt is in the house. Dad's RC Workshop. I believe that's the gentleman that is sending me scaled haggis for the flinging haggis that I have to start. I have to start building. This deals with the title of the show, Procrastination. All right. Define procrastination. How would you define procrastination? We shall see. And we all procrastinate. I mean, how many projects do we actually have out there? So, again, thanks for joining me there. Pablo, hello from Orange, New Jersey. All right, West Orange, New Jersey. Pablo, that's awesome to see. I do have my clients in my education institute starting the 13 colonies, and some are very excited to get New Jersey. We'll see how it turns out. I will make a nice stream for that later. We have Adam. Hello, checking in from South Dakota, and the most chuffed about the TRX4M. We'll talk about it. I'm liking to do that. Robbie's from Sacramento. Robbie, I've changed my mind. I will be at the ASD crawling event this weekend. I need to drop off some bodies to Gunner. It made more sense to spend money to go to the event than spend money to ship all these bodies to him, which I hope to still get them all done, or at least most of them, before Friday, before tonight, really, because we're gonna leave Friday. Hello, Mr. Baker. Good to see you from the Sacramento airport. There's a good Bloody Mary there in one of the airports there. I can't remember one of the restaurants there. Good evening, good evening, good evening. We got Adam, we got Ryan, we got Eureka, we got Brian Sherwood for Anarch Park. Very good. Phoenix is in the house. Mike is a little wonky. Wonky, like maybe my face is going around. Maybe I should take my hat off. I got it right here. It's pointed towards me. I could stream like this, but this would look weird. We will see. We'll see if it works. It should work fine. I would hope so. I will see you there, Robbie. Yes, wonky. Wonky is the right word. All right. Oh, now you got me all complexed and all that. Is it working or not? Do I just literally just put it in front of me and call it good? We shall see. We shall see. Maybe. Hold on, folks. We're gonna try to turn it just a little bit more. There we go. See if that's literally right towards hello, right where it needs to be. Fading in and out. All right, so keep my head still. I think that's the key thing there. We have Sean's RC Adventure. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining Moosejaw Hour. Still there, really? Oh man, you're killing me, Smalls. You are killing me. This is gonna be a wonderful sound. We're just gonna put it down below here. Hello, microphone. Oh man, I'm way in the way now. And then we get it more towards me. They say they're good, but hi, welcome to the Moosejaw Hour. How's that? Do I sound like a DJ now? Get the old mic. It is actually the same mic. It's the same microphone. So we shall see. Better, best. All right, we'll keep it there, right there. Anyways, let's get into the Moosejaw Hour. It is currently 5 minutes into that. We said our salutations, and everybody's having a good night, I hope. And we'll get into it. So, first off, let's let's talk about some new RCs that were out and about there. And we're going to share this. Let's see. Let's get to where I want that there. We'll click here. And oh my gosh, we got technology going. And the first off, folks, let's talk about this beast, the SCX6 Honcho truck. Well, it was kind of announced accidentally through some other sources, but officially, I believe this morning. I believe it was this morning. Maybe it was yesterday morning. I don't know what day is it. What day is it? In any case, I love that red. I don't know if they call it red. I think their perceptions of red and orange are kind of different. I don't know. But in any case, we have I love the idea of it. We still have the same price point as the JL, $1,100, which I thought was interesting. But because it's not really a licensed body, anything. I mean, we got the licensed bumper, we got the licensed tires, but why would that equal to a Jeep price? But then you look at some things, and for instance, you got these wonderful lights. All right, see if we could do that. Oh, there they are. You got those trail lights there. I believe the headlights turn on and even in the bumper. So you got that going for you. What else you got? You got some. Well, I mean, it's a honcho. I mean, it looks awesome. Um, very intrigued by it. I'm more intrigued to see where the market goes. I mean, who else besides Axial is going to make 6 scale, really good quality trail trucks? Is this a trail truck? I don't know. The debate will be out. When you turn your head, the mic cuts out. All right, we'll just keep it. I don't think I turned anything here. Let me see if I have my one setting correct here. Hello. Yeah. We're right. We just got to stay here. I got on the cardio or whatever it's called. So yeah, we have the wonderful SCX6. It's the features. They didn't really go. The website doesn't really go into some great features. I mean, well, let's go back here. We have those that want the biggest, baddest RC rock crawler ever, the legendary Axial Honcho, available 4-wheel drive platform, 2-speed transmission. I saw some people debating, do we really need 2-speed transmission? Driving this thing, yes, it's a good feature. I think it's an excellent feature, the 2-speed for this scale. Spectrum Smart Electronics, okay. Still, I think it's the same servo. And there was one person even saying that even some options, aftermarket options, weren't that perfect for it. But I think the Reefs one probably hits the mark more than anything. And ready to run, an absolute beast. Key features are based on the legendary Honcho. Okay. Boy, my phone is just flipping out. Who's yeah, it's just everybody's talking everywhere, folks. Sorry for that. New vehicle option for the SCX6. Yes, that's good to have a new option. Increased performance due to body design. I agree with that. You know, you're definitely got approach angle and exit angle. 2-speed metal gears. Yep, and smart 3-channel radio and electronics. And the radio with it stock is just fine. I had fun with it. What's in the box? It's a mystery. No, Axial tells you exactly what's in the box. We have an SCX6 Honcho, Spectrum DX3, DSMR 3-channel, Firma 120 brushless smart crawler ESC, Spectrum 1200 kV censored brushless crawler motor. So got brushless, cool. S905 high torque 1/6 scale steering servo. Might change that. Product manual. Oh, that's good. And AA transmitter. Oh, comes with AA batteries. How nice. Some really good photos there on the Axial website. That's where I am at. And yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at that approach angle and exit angle. That's just, oof. You got performance right there. You don't have a big clunky Jeep body or anything. Looks pretty cool. Is it worth $1,100 to you folks? I don't know. We shall find out. For me, I'm still hoping and wishing for the Gladiator, and I hope they do not skimp on the wheelbase. I hope they make it specifically long wheelbase for that body. I like the Gladiator. I love the Gladiator. I want a Gladiator. We got some options. We got the top view of the chassis and everything, and it's just looks good. I mean, what else can you say about it? They are fun to drive, I have to admit. I didn't get to drive it too much, but there. So go ahead and not right now, but maybe later, go to the Axial website and check out the one video, or go to YouTube and check out some of the features for this. What I am hoping is that will this expand the market? Will other brands dare to compete with this? Is there a demand? You know, hopefully a supply, but that whole economics fun stuff. Will there be a demand for such a thing? I know many of us, you're probably like me, we want one. We're just not quite sure to pull the trigger on the thing. And here's another thing: when I sell RC cars at the hobby store, and somebody's new and they want this, I always try to ask one question: do you have a friend that has one, or will get one? If that, because I mean, rock crawling, you can go by yourself, enjoy your own company, because if you can enjoy your own company, who can enjoy? But it's always best with other people and so forth. And I think that's the kicker right there. I mean, are you gonna be the guy with the SX6 and then you're gonna just run over your friend with the SCX10 and just ruin their day over and over? I'm gonna run you over. I'm gonna run you over. And well, that could be fun too. But then again, after a while, it gets kind of tiring, right? So I don't know. I'm very excited. Excited to see. I like the inner fenders. Hooray! And we got interior, no driver, but we could do that. We have clear windows, got a nice cage and everything. Looks like we borrowed from the Ventera cage with a little piece of metal thing. So I'm pretty sure that was someone's former idea. Say, let's bring that back. And yeah, it looks good. And that looks red. That looks more red there than in the studio red. But it looks good. And it has another color to it. You have your beige. Wait, there you got the old school beige. That looks good too. Imagine what graphics you could put on there. That would be really cool. And we'll see what Night Customs makes for it too. I mean, you can always double the size. So, let's see. I want one. I really love the look of the new cage in the back with the spare. Yeah, that's always a nice scale look. I agree with there, Mr. Ryan. And let's see, where are we? We have Mike J. Geez, I show up and make one comment and everyone stops chatting to drool over the SX6. Mike J, you got updated by RC truck. That's no easy task, sir. That's no easy task. Because the price is the same, I hope one day I will get the Jeep. Yeah, right now, if this was the only two options, though, I think I would go with this one and have fun scaling the heck out of it. I don't know what I would do with it. Maybe some actual cage work with it and things, but which I want to get into. But we'll see. I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, Mike J. It's beautiful. It's a Josh interior. I know. I was actually thinking the same thing, Ryan. I was like, I wonder if how many SX6s are in Josh's future, and he buys all of the interior parts for everything he builds. Phoenix likes the tan better. Well, it does fit the Arizona theme, doesn't it? I agree. I'm with hot. Okay, I'm with hot lips. All right, good for you there, okay. Sorry, the 6S still does nothing for me except death if I were to buy one. Probably same here, Brian. I would have to ask the hobby store to work maybe Christmas so I can get maybe a discount on it and just earn money to give it right back to them. So I'm in the same boat. Radar got Hawkeye. All right, you guys talking MASH here. I know MASH. I know MASH. There were some other things I wanted to look up at there. I did have it there. SSD wheels. We got SSD wheels. That'd be kind of a good option for it. Proline makes a wheel for it with a looks like a CNC machine aluminum cap, or at least the outer face. I like those because they look like methods. Proline's making more tire options. And we'll have to see. Like I said, we'll have to see if some companies were smart. They would maybe like one particular. They stopped making mystery boxes and start making some tires for this. Just saying. That's just my point. That's just my opinion, man. So we'll go with that. So we have that, and another honorable mention that most people are talking about this week is. Oops, let's go back to it. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Come on. There we go. There's the little arrows. Traxxas, we have the 18 scale. Come on, where are you? You are just there. I don't want that. No, go back. We don't want different colors. There we are. Let's learn more. Shall we? Let's learn some more. The TRX4M scale and trail crawler, 18 scale, which I think is pretty smart. You know, if some companies are dominating the market for SCX24, why don't Traxxas way dominate maybe and start a new trend of 18 scale? And for us scale builders, proud members of Scale Builders Guild, or just guys who like to build, this gives us a lot of potential. I don't know about like putting models on here, but I would think styrene and even 3D printed bodies and so forth. Definitely needs inner fenders. Come on, Traxxas. And maybe an interior, but that would be left off to us builders here. So it's a good looking truck. I like it. Yeah. And I don't know which one I would get, Bronco or the Defender. I almost want to say Defender because I don't own one. So I don't know. We shall see. We'll see if I even get one. And then another thing is, will Element or AKA Team Associated, will they start pushing their because they started with 18 scale, Team Associated. So will they start out with that? I think that's an interesting. We'll see if it happens. We will see if that happens. Let's see. We got everybody still talking about MASH. Am I that boring, folks? We have to talk. I mean, I could talk MASH. I grew up watching MASH, of course. So I got it the first time. Just wanted to see how you would go, how you could go. We'll see how we go. Mike J, I'll bring Klinger into the shot. Man, you guys are on a MASH kick. They look great, but don't know if I get one. And again, Alara is scale potential for me. I mean, performance and quality is Traxxas. You're gonna have that. How top heavy is that Defender? Will the aftermarket make brass parts if you need it or anything like that? Will certain companies will it take off? Just like the SX6, will this little scale, 18 scale, take off? And they could be the only ones that take off with it, but let's see what I almost want to beg the I would almost say let's see what Team Associated and good old Element. I mean, if they have, they have the molds ready, they could go right into it and compete with them. So we shall see. We shall see. All right, folks. So let's go back over here. Keep my face towards the microphone because that's where my wonderful voice is. So I say that at work a lot. Oh, now you can't see me. See, I got to figure this out. I got to get a better setup. I don't know. I'm lost. Have to stay close. Can't see my face. So, anyways, we had that, folks. So we, there's a lot of cool options there. I would have to still say the Boom Racing old school Defender. That's the one out of all the, if I was going to add that to three of this, that's the one I want to get. I like that old school ugly Land Rover, whatever Rover thing. It's so awesome. I don't know. I like when it comes to machines, I kind of like the ones that are deemed as ugly. The P-47 Thunderbolt Razorback, an ugly airplane, but awesome. Or even another World War II, the IL-2 Sturmovik, ugly as hell. Oh my gosh, but I love that airplane. Looking at a Defender. I like that ugly body. I don't know. I like it. It'd be really cool. You can see me. Oh, all right. I know everybody can see me. What I should do is I think Tony CCXRC, he always has his microphone, so I got to get a better stand for this so I don't have to. It's probably good I left my face up so I keep my chin up. I'm not like this. So we'll go with that. We'll see what we can do. So, in any case, we got that, folks. So, let's see. We are at 6:21. It's time for tasty beverage. Cheers, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's not like I haven't been lecturing. Oh, party faux pas. Oh my gosh. Live. Party faux pas. It's not like I haven't been lecturing all day. Excuse me. That was bad beer. Bad beer. In any case. Darren B. Hello. Joe, you should just to give away a PS410 and just give it to me. Darren, your subliminal messages are very apparent. Actually, they're pretty subtle. You're pretty subtle at that. Beer is mad at Joe. Yes, it's Stella too. Stella's okay. I'd rather have a Shiner. In any case, so we talked about that. Before we get on to the next thing, we have to talk about procrastination. How many projects you got going, folks? Literally, talking about Darren B, he's the guy that got me into this hobby, so we can blame him. But I still have, he gave me a original Clodbuster with the bow tie grill, and I think I have everything to put it together. Maybe I need some servos. But other than that, I just haven't gotten to it. And I keep telling myself I'm not going to buy any more RC cars until I get some projects done. Case in point, there's the Kyosho motorcycle. I also have a drift car that's could be close to being done. Again, needs a servo. I'm sensing a theme. I need servos. We have the flinging haggis right next to me, still untouched. I got the wood over there, but here we are still waiting. It runs, but I got again, I need another servo because the servo it still works, but it doesn't work great. And yeah, why not get another project then, right? Such as the Phoenix or that Boom Racing. I like that. I would like to get that. I don't know what else. If we just procrastinating. And here's the thing about the flinging haggis. We're 3 weeks away, Phoenix? I think we're 3 weeks away, maybe 4 weeks, 3 weeks. I got to get building. I don't want to be a pro line by the fire. My first pro line by the fire, I was building what was it? A bog hog body from J Concept, and I cut it up, and where is it? It's somewhere here. It's kind of behind me. But anyways, and I was up till 2:30 a.m. So I traveled all the way to Victorville, 2019 Pro Line by the Fire. I'm in my hotel room. I'm putting everything together, still trying to make a gussy up for the concourse. And around 2:30, I was like, I think I'm done, and I went to sleep. In the end, it didn't even get looked at, but that's not a big deal. But I don't want to do that again because it was painful to stay awake after traveling and then building at the same time. Oh my God, that was just crazy. I don't want to do it again. So I will need to get to work. I do have something to finish though. Actually 4 of them. We'll get them all. We'll get them all here. We'll zoom out in a moment. Get over here. All right, we'll zoom out a little bit. But we have 4 Camtech bodies to paint for Gunner. Satisfied Jerky Gentleman. All right, and we'll zoom out a little bit. See the studio a little bit more. I got to paint all of these, and I want to get them done before this weekend, before tomorrow. So I'll be up tonight. I don't think that's going to happen. And I don't really need to get them done until Pro Line by the Fire, but we started on one. And this is for the 24 hours, aka 24 minutes of Satan. And I have the schemes already. This one is going to be modeled after Gunner's little mini delivery van. So we'll put Satisfied Jerky, all of that. Call 1-800 beef jerky. I don't know, whatever. This one, I think he wants a Scale Builders Guild, Harley Design, Moosejaw RC, just a random one. I think he wants to give this one away to whoever brings a Camtech, and we'll talk to Gunner about that and see if we can't start promoting that just to give it away. I don't think he's going to give away a car. but we'll give away the body. So that's why you had to have one. It has to be the 3-wheel one too, by the way. And then we got these two as the different Reliant. Robin, I think this one is, or whatever. This one's just gonna be it's gonna be a Dale Earnhardt theme, but with Satisfied Jerky as a sponsor. So that's just, I'm pretty sure Gunner will like that one for himself. And then this one will be the Pegasus. The Pegasus I have shared on Instagram. There's a guy out there who took one of these. I forget where he lives, maybe in Utah, and it's made to go off-roading. I don't want to say rock crawling, even though he tries. It's torn up in the front and all that. And that's gonna be the Pegasus. And that will be those 4 bodies. And they're easy to work on. I think it should go fast because cutting this stuff and painting this stuff on the outside is a lot easier than masking everything on the inside and working on the inside and make sure it's nice and neat. Outside, it should be just fine. So we got 4 of those to paint. You can't, honestly, I think I could get the Pegasus done tonight. Oops, crash, boom. We got those for Proline by the Fire. What I plan to do is I plan on painting those. I gotta take those to the UPS store and ship them. We got one for Alex, got one for Slowdown, and those got to ship those off. After this weekend, we'll get down to business. We'll get down to business on the Flinging Haggis. I want to. RC Patina guy's already got one, working on the second one, so I have to do at least one, and that's my goal. So, how many of you going to Proline Fire? I really hope to see everybody there. It's gonna be a fun time. I still think it's the best event ever. I like it. It's just laid back, fun. All the companies are there, all the different events. Darren, if you're here, you should try to make it to Proline by the Fire. Seriously. All right, so let's see what else. So let's go into, well, let's discuss what we talked. We talked about the SCX6 Honcho. We talked about Proline by the Fire and how we procrastinate. And we need to get going. We need to go. Mike J, if you count what Phoenix convinced me to buy, I have 4 unfinished projects plus 1 body needed painting. Yeah, I understand that. And I still have more. I've got a box full of gunners right there. This would be, so there would be 6 more bodies. And one of them is a Sand Scorcher kit. And he got the whatever engineering 3D parts like Matt from Scale Builders Guild. I'm not making a shippy. Maybe I'll make something else, but I'm kind of looking right now to see what I'm going to paint that with. So we will see what that's going to be all about. Yeah. Well, and that's after Proline by the Fire. Those are after I can relax and just start doing one at a time at that time and getting to them. Unfortunately, there is 0 chance of me ever going to Proline by Fire. Mike J, I'm sorry. Is there probation, parole we have to worry about? I don't. Just kidding, Mike J. Let's see what else we got. I got two chassis, and 1 Proline Bronco, and a 3D printed 75 Ford dent side long bed, and I need to get it done. Yes, we need to get it done. And again, yes, thank you, Phoenix. Hit the like button. We're getting closer to 4,000 hours, folks, especially with these live streams. I got about, I want to say 700 more hours to go. We'll get there. I'm no hurry, but we'll get there. And if anything, I got to start making some other content, some running videos and things like that. I could do painting videos. It's kind of hard. I need help. I need to find somebody to help me. I haven't touched any of my trucks in a couple of years. Darren, touch your trucks. They like to be touched. They get a little excited. A little electricity flows through them and gets going. You know what I'm saying. Missouri to California on minimum wage. Oh, Mike J. Yeah, I understand that. Sorry about that. Yeah, I understand. Maybe one day at Indiana then. Maybe we'll see you at Indiana, Mike J. Maybe I'll try to make my summer plans right now. All right. So we got that. We discussed this. Let's move on to the next part of the Moosejaw Hour. We are halfway through the hour, and we're gonna add that. I'm gonna remove this, And let's see, what am I sharing? Let's make sure I'm only sharing one thing at the moment. There I am. Let's get my wonderful self a little bit more into the picture and not so much everything else. There we go. All right. And gosh, let's click. Click. There we go. Let's get out of there. I don't need that. No, I need to remove that. I'm going to remove this. There we go. We got something new. We did or the new. Yeah, we already discussed the new. There we go. Let's do the top 3 Moosejaw trucks on Instagram that I found this week. These are ones that just kind of caught my eye. I have no permission to share them, but I feel that they are worth sharing to you. And I hope the people, as a disclaimer, a PSA, don't call my lawyers because I don't have one. All right. And here's another thing. I don't make any money from this. I'm just in this wonderful room having fun with you. So we have. Did everyone see that triple X picture? I don't know what we're talking. I didn't see that. Eric Baker, yes, I am going to the autism awareness event. I will be there early. And here we go. Here's the top 3 Instagram trucks. The first one, like I said, no permission. Whoops, no permission. Here, I know what to do. Let's get the hat backwards. There we go. That way, maybe the sound goes more towards the microphone and so forth. I don't have permission to show these. I just think they're awesome. They caught my eye and so forth. The first one is from Scale Image RC, a gentleman named Alex. And let's see if we can slide number 3, how it works. There we go. And some of you might recognize this paint scheme from a YouTube channel called Fab Rats. This is a pretty good replica of what that truck looks like. And if you ever watch the real one-to-one crawling adventures that they have, it's also part of Matt's off-road recovery. I really like those YouTube channels, and I really do like this Toyota. And I just like the detailed. I'm gonna really look at this, and I'm gonna see, okay, what did you do? How can I replicate this off of a Lexan body? So we shall. I really like this. This is the one I kept seeing out on the inner Instagram interweb, and it just caught my eye. I thought it was perfect. Scale crawler tires, exactly the same tire that Fab Rats use. I'm not sure about the wheels. I'll have to double check on that, but definitely really close to the look of that truck. It's an amazing truck. Again, I would go to YouTube and check out Fab Rats. It's a good one. Slowdown's in the house. Hello, Slowdown. You're not late. We'll excuse you this time. How's that? Love their show. Really great people. Yeah, Ryan Davis. That's another thing. The things that they do for the community and everything that they share on the YouTube, pretty good too. Maybe we should start doing a YouTube of the week too. I don't know. We'll see. That's kind of hard to do. But yeah, check out, just the detail. And on the other side, I don't have another picture, but he did red. And I have to actually see if they have odd color doors, which I can imagine they do. But just that, patina look right there. I wouldn't do anything different. It looks great. And to get that dark brownish black underneath there, and then obviously you paint white over, and then that came off somehow, but not by cutout decals. Obviously, that's too much detail for that. I'm kind of just curious how they did that. There's a hairspray technique. I don't know if that was it. Maybe big gobs of water. Who knows? And then paint over it, little panel by panel. That's the only thing I could think of. We will have to check that out. So, yeah, it's really good. I really do like that. So that is Scale Image RC, a guy named Alex, and the link to his Instagram is in the description of this live stream video. All right. Let's go on to the next one. This gentleman needs no introduction, and everybody who saw this paint job, or even how he began it, which was about 3 weeks ago, maybe. But the legend Hemi Storm. This paint scheme, it just the mustard yellow. I don't know if he used a pearl clear underneath there, but that the graphics that he does all by hand. He doesn't have a vinyl cutter or anything, folks. He does this all by hand. But just the perfect size of the graphics and cohesive with the size of the body. I just think just stands out. It's just amazing. And again, just the clear. I don't have a steady hand, folks. I can't imagine doing this all by hand. And sorry to maybe a closer picture to it, but yeah, that guy's talented. And I will say thank you to Chris. Sometimes he reaches out to me and gives a message and says, "Man, that looks really good," or sometimes I have a bad day and he sees it on the Facebook world and he goes, "Hey, I hope you're doing good, man." He's a really nice gentleman, talented gentleman. And man, just even his studio that he built by hand. There's pictures of his studio and I'm like, my gosh, can you come here and do some work or help me with my house? I would love that. But he is a magician. Yes, that is true, Jesse. He is a magician. And I can't imagine the patience. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like anybody, he probably makes a mistake and just starts over. Where if I kind of make a mistake, but I could get away with it, I would keep it. Hemi, Chris, he would not. He would probably just do the whole thing over. And again, those graphics on the side are just amazing. Is it just me? But the audio's terrible up and down. It's not. It's me, Rudy. I have to figure out my microphone issues. This is the first time I've had it this close to me, so I got to think it's sounding better. But now I am really, really having to be close like this. I have to be like Joe Rogan, talking about on his podcast and such. So it's me. It's not you. It's me. We will figure that out. He is organized. Yeah, he is very organized. He probably plans everything out. Out of all the live streams that SBG and Harley done with a guest, even though it was in the middle of the night for Chris Hemi Storm, I still think that was the best interview. Just three guys having fun, having a good time, laughing in the middle of the night and so forth. So if I made a mistake, I just weather the body. Yes. Well, that's the thing about weathering. It's happy mistakes. It's easy. That's easy to fix. That's nice. Let's see. So yes, we give you a nice salute, Hemi Storm, Chris. All praise all the time. And I hope one day to meet him in person. I know I probably had the opportunity at one of the Axial Fests. I just didn't find him at the time. So one day I like to meet him and grab a brew and just, I don't know, just hang out. That'd be fun. Don't have to talk about RC cars. All right. So we had Scale Image RC with his Phoenix, and we have Hemi Storm with his Phoenix. This is totally now for something completely different. We have an SCX24 sailing pirate ship. I've seen this around here and there. I can't hear my left eye. That's hilarious. Slow down. I seen this about a year ago, actually. And then I saw it again at the Axial Fest. And they were tooling around with this little SCX24 that they put I don't know if it's a small model or a toy of a pirate ship or if they did this all by hand. It's pretty cool. And it rolls pretty good. They put probably some better electronics in it. And it didn't tip over as much as you think it would, but it was actually pretty good. It did great, actually. And again, this is RC Crawler Addicts. Again, the link is in their Instagram link is in this video. You probably know them already. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I almost want to say, well, let's weather that sucker. Let's weather the sails. Why glossy sail? Let's weather them and let's put some scale barnacles on the side and maybe a scale SpongeBob somewhere there or Squidward. That one episode with the Flying Dutchman. I think that would be excellent. So, yeah, check out RC Crawler Addicts. They have a lot of other great things on there. And then from Mike J, you need to get a custom T-shirt with your logo on the back for Portland Fire so you can stand out. I'll stand out, Mike J. I'm gonna be wearing a kilt on Concourse Day, which would be Friday. I'll be wearing a kilt. All right. So trust me, I'm getting into the theme of this medieval theme. I need stickers. You know what? I need to, as soon as we figure out this technical stuff and make sure we have a little bit more consistency, then we'll start thinking about expanding into stickers and all that, t-shirts, what have you. I don't mind do that. I still want to make a got I have a what's it called? A domain for Moosejaw RC. I just don't have a platform yet to put on the website. And the idea of the platform is to show up, well, not show up, but portfolio of some of my work and how to contact me. Plus, I think also for sales stuff, just to put it out there. And again, figure that all out. I have to bug Mr. RC Patina guy because he does a lot of graphic art, digital graphic arts for websites and such. This guy's so talented. So, you guys, there are your top 3 builds of everything. I don't think I have any more slides, but we have the RC Crawler Addicts pirate ship. We have Mr. Hemi Storm's Phoenix. And when he got this kit, he was so giddy about it. He's like, I'm taking this is dad. He probably still dealing with his family, but he just like, I'm gonna be in here and I'm gonna build this. Okay, you guys will be fine. Josh just bought the web domain. Yes, Josh probably did. Gosh, for $9 and some coffee. And of course, we have Scale Image RC with the Fab Rats replica of their Toyota. And I think that looks awesome. Obviously, feel free to use photos of the Scout. Slow down and we'll do that. We will do that. I mean, I did on Instagram. We'll do it here. These are just ones that caught my eye. So slow down. What we need to do, you need to use it out in the wild, and I will use that photo. That's the thing. This is not photos that I don't have permission to show, but I feel compelled to share anyway. All right, folks. So we are now at 6:43, and again, thank you for joining Moosejaw Hour. And sorry if I'm moving my head around and all that. It probably sounds. I can hear it. It sounds so much better. I got to remember that. So we'll figure that out. I don't know. We're just gonna have to do it the old broadcast style and just have it in front of me. I don't know. We'll see if we can find a better boom or something. It's not the microphone. It's the operator. Drinking beer and just talking in a microphone. Thank you. I hope everybody's having a nice tasty beverage. I'm sure Darren is. And we had some tasty beverages there in Garnerville. It was a little micro brew fest sampler thing, $20 to get a sampler and try all these microbrews in Garnerville. And it was good till the very end. And that's when the smoke came in. So good times though, nonetheless. All right, folks. So let's see. Let's get to the Instagram of the week and the topic really. And let's get so it looks so good and everything ready to go. The Instagram of the week should be of no surprise. This is going to highlight some people in the Central California area, and even really they're located everywhere, even in the coast and everything. They run the Crawl Masters events here in California, very once a year type of thing with different ways of competition. Some like one in 2019, it was just scale 1 tires. You could do whatever you want, must have a winch, and it was on the coastline of California. So you had to make sure your truck didn't drop into the ocean. You also maybe had to wash it down after all the salt water does get on it. And then there was one that they had recently. Well, it's been a while. I don't think they had one last year. I'll have to see. I'll have to ask them if they're going to do another one. But there was another one. It was an indoor crawling space. I can't remember the name of the location, but it was an indoor crawling competition, and maybe some same rules and so forth and everything. Plus, they had a dual dancing rider race outside in the wet parking lot, and Harley Designs has a video on that too, so I would check that out. But now with Crawl for the Cure, all said and done, and doing a great job for raising money for cancer research, and putting on an event, they got tired. I understand, and maybe they're just moving on other things with their life, still enjoying tiny trucks, but they stopped their event. So the group known as autism scale drivers, ASD drivers, crawlers. Um, and they always had an event in Patterson, California. This kind of a remote Central California location. Even though some would say it's Northern California, we don't go in that debate. But in any case, they had an event there, and then they said, "Well, okay, these guys are moving out. We're going to move in." So it's at Bear River Resort, off of there. I think Highway 88, or definitely in that area. I have a link in on their Instagram website, but their idea is raising awareness for autism, and for somebody in my profession that has to deal with students who uh, strive through autism. I'm not going to say suffer, but they strive through it. It's a good cause. I'm really connected to it, even with some family member that, dealing with that, but highly functional human being. Just some things that just a little bit different. That's all. And it's a good awareness thing. It is, folks, the ASD crawlers. All right. RC, ASD Crawlers RC. And these guys, a lot of them have an affiliation with Red Cat and Gen Ace batteries. A gentleman named Turtle, funny guy, great guy. And I believe Oscar works for them too as well. So they have a connection with the RC companies, but they also put on their own events. And as you can see here, here's it. Well, let's click on that. Here's the event. Okay. Autism Awareness Crawl Scale RC Crawl event for autism spectrum awareness, September 17th. And I will be there. That's in 2 days. And I'll show you the body I did for Gunner. That kind of, I went with this kind of idea of it. Hopefully it'll show up nice. But there's that and some of the things that they do. They're very good photographers. That's another thing. And they like peanut butter jelly sandwiches, so they got that going for them. Oh, look, okay, there's his microphone. Maybe we can learn something from him. We will figure that out. Questions for AS22. Let's see what we got going on. Want know more about a mini event trail camping set? Come hang out with us. Yes, there's camping out there. There's gonna be $5 parking is usually what the resort charges for those who are not parking. Get there early, get a better camping site. Their biggest thing, obviously, the Red Cat Lowrider, which, some people might be critics of it, but it's still around and they're expanding the bodies. So, yeah, it looks fun. Why not? All right. There you go. Flip it up. There we go. We're getting Lowrider. I won't sing for you folks. They got some painting and such. More of that. Let's see. Some scale trucks that some of them build, that members build, and so forth. And they're very good photographers too, by the way. Good group. Look at the detail on the and the latest one, the 59 Cadillac, I think it is, or 59 Apollo, one of those. That looks awesome. Yeah, you can see they work with Gen Ace. There's Oscar, very nice gentleman, great guy. They're really pushing that lowrider, but they do crawling. They started with crawling, all right. But yeah, and you can see, ooh, look at that. That's cool. I like that. So what is that? That is a Sancho 64. All right. Impala on a crawler body. I like it. I love that. So they took a Red Cat body and they put fender flares on it too. Genius. All right. The challenge is set. We're gonna make it. I have a hearse body from HPI. I need to do something with that. Maybe I can do that. I like the idea with the fender flares, so I might do that on mine. And that looks cool. I like that. That's a cool idea. Who knew? Who knew a 64 could crawl? Look at that thing. So on that. I'm getting on that ASAP. See another project. We have another project already. We got Hyraxes. These look like either gearheads or maybe CNC machine wheels. Not 100% sure. Yeah, CNC custom wheels. All right. Hey, I know stuff. RC four-wheel drive Stinger. I don't think that's a scalar fab or word he made. I don't know about that. But anyways, check out this wonderful group of gentlemen who work very hard at events and even volunteer at some events too. They volunteer at the Axial Fest. They'll probably volunteer at Proline. I don't know, maybe because it's more Southern California that Proline already has enough people. But what we got going here? We got the big truck. Oh yeah, this was that Axial Fest when they. Yep. Look at that Casa de ASD. I like that. That'd be awesome. Well, this is just to show off a little more. I'm surprised they're not showing off the 59. Maybe they're just leaving it up to Red Cat to do that. So we got a Phoenix there. Yeah, we got a Phoenix. That's cool. Got a good old Vanquish Phoenix. And like I said, they put on a great event. They have registration. You can register. I think registration is closed, but you can still go there, and you pay. I don't know how much is it. Maybe $45. Don't quote me on that. It's not as much as the Proline or Axial Fest, and that goes to the donation. And with that, you get a free lunch. They have last year they had some just simple, hot dogs and such. I think one time they had tacos, or maybe I'm thinking about the other one. And then they have some activities. There was last time I went, there was the come on now, think there was the monster truck group, our NorCal RC monster truck group, setting up a race course for monster trucks. I suck at it. There was an uphill battle. I was good at that, but I missed that one. Should have done that one. And then, gosh, they had some other little activities here and there. They had a concourse and so forth. And just it's a good event. They got music going. So if you're YouTubing, put it on mute so you don't get any copyright infringements and such. But check out ASD Crawlers. Oscar and gang are just a lot of energy, a lot of love for our hobby, but also very, very devoted to autism awareness. And yeah, check it out. They are the Instagram of the week. All right. All right, folks. It is now 6:52. And speaking of which, why don't we get the if you pardon me 1 second, it's like I think it's right there. Where did I put it? Yeah, it's right there. It's in the target bag. Let me get the gunner body and we'll show you that. This is the body I did for him for the ASD event. I'll be right back. Hold on. Figure out my freaking microphone. All right. Dang microphone. Maybe I need to put a sign up there. Don't move your head. Just, if the camera's right there, there we go. Just keep your eyes up there. I don't know. See, this is what's fun about YouTube. You learn so much stuff, like mostly what not to do. All right, folks. So here we are. Let's get a different comment. Let's see camping is sold out. Ooh, camping sold out. Well, the thing is for me, I think it's just God, I have to check the map. It's not a hard drive if you're in Sacramento or maybe Carson City area. It's kind of right or definitely Gardnerville. It's not that far. It's an easy drive, maybe 1 hour at best, especially Sacramento. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Let's see. America probably has a few extra booms available. Yeah, I want to get a boom. They're expensive though. The boom racing is expensive. I will be there. Hi, Joe from UK. Wow, thank you. Woo. Hello, UK. So, in case, here we go. This is Gunner's 1966 Pro Line Bronco body. They don't make this anymore. I had to inform Gunner that the wheelbase is for a deadbolt, not a Vanquish VS410 Pro. I mean, easy fix. You change the links, but even the gas tank kind of sticks out from under here and a little bit of the bumper. Front bumper is perfect. But anyways, it's a great body. I'm surprised they got rid of it because you got a detailed. This is probably the most detailed interior for a Lexan. So why get rid of it? And the dashboard is separate. Okay, let's make sure you can see it. Let's get rid of hide current comment. There we go. So everybody can see. Pretty good dashboard. It's a separate piece. I added the steering wheel because Gunner forgot to give me some tidbits. Hopefully he finds them. Hopefully he finds the cage. And what we did first, we did a little. So I went. Let's talk about the scheme first. The orange, white, and blue. I went with that 1960s look. Some people, and I probably should have used pure orange instead of orange. PS whatever. Josh know what color it is. PS7, right? There's a pure orange is slightly a little more darker or darker tone to it. I was gonna go with a cream white. I was gonna do that, but instead I did a pearl and then I did a white and then the blue fenders. So there's the old school Broncos that had this kind of a typical look that I believe that they made at Ford. So I wanted to go with that. I did a little. I found an image. Let's go this way. There we go. Found a little image of a handprint with a puzzle piece for autism. I thought that was cool and just put it kind of right there. And then we just did the tail. We did basic on that. We did a dull red for seats, and we didn't make it perfect dull red. So the black that's underneath it kind of comes through a little bit, so it looks worn. And then flat clear a lot because nobody has a glossy interior. Come on. And then finally, the hood. All right. And get a nice, there we go. ASD 2022 with this sun thing. There's some things I originally was each color piece was going to be a different color, like for the autism thing. But a lot of people, through the years of this event have done that. So I thought, well, I can't do too much color because it's going to hide the sun and everything, the sunrise and the logo. So I went with just black pieces, and then the outline of puzzle pieces, I then was going to make it different colors. But again, I thought it would just take away. So I just went with a smoke and a white behind her to make kind of a gray outline for the puzzle pieces. And then again, in contrast with everything else, it kind of stands out. So the only thing I kind of wish I did is maybe cut around the sunset the puzzle pieces so you can see the sunset a little bit more clear, and maybe even around the emblem, tell you the truth. But it looks good. I like it. It's kind of straightforward and simple, but it wasn't simple. It took a couple hours. It took a couple days, really. We went with a white in the front, like it would be a white grill. I don't have the decals for it, so hopefully Gunner says he has another set, so we're gonna do that and put the little red Ford across the front and the little stickers. Stickers are not bad. I like stickers here and there. And yeah, that's for Autism Crawl. What he's going to do with this, I don't know. He says he's never going to run it, which is sad. I hope he does. Hopefully he brings the cage. I'm going to go there, deliver the other Satan bodies and deliver this. And then while he's setting up his beef jerky stand, I'm going to put it all together for him. It's ready to go on a pro. I just hope he does take time to shorten the wheelbase so that it fits perfect. If not, what I would suggest him is like, hey, Axial's making a brand new deadbolt, even though it's the same SXN2. Why don't you buy one and put it on there? Why not? If you're not gonna run it, you're just gonna display it. Well, then put it on a simple deadbolt and call it good. Right. So that's what we got going there. We didn't do much. We just left that. There's another. I know Proline has a decal for the Ford on the back. Sorry, let me get my face closer. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I just need to turn this up, my gain up, so I don't have to be so far. Maybe this will help too. Let me know. And that's the ASD crawl. It's gonna be a fun event. It's gonna be a good time. Look for the food. Go see. Yeah, that's Moose Job number. This is officially number 75. This is the 75th commission body I've ever done. Well, I think I did add some of mine too. Mr. Baker has number 10 and so forth. So, all right, folks, it's 7:00, but let's finish up with some comments here before we say that. So again, Jetwave78, thank you for joining me from the UK. All right. Ken Ryder, you'll be there. Looking forward to it. Yeah, if I need to stick out there, maybe I'll wear a hockey jersey. In the summer. We'll wear a hockey jersey in the summer. There. There are a few first come, first serve spots still closed for camping folks, so check that out. The leather wrap steering wheel. That would be a good idea, Mike J. I could do that, but you know what? We're gonna call it done. I got to move on. There is a point. I mean, I think we're all worse at this. You wait. You don't want to even show people until you're done with it. And then for me, I just to keep some content going, because sometimes I'm too quiet on my Instagram that I want to at least show something and show the progress. But I'm usually that guy who most of the time wants to wait till it's done and go, here, now it's done. But no, leather wrap steering wheel, that would be a good idea. I like that. I've got some bodies and I'm kind of nervous about painting the interior of it. Never be nervous. Dare to paint there, Ryan. It's for me, what I did with this, honestly, I painted black underneath, so it's all glossy. And that way my black would show through. And I especially like black underneath the dashboard because it shows depth, especially in pictures. And then I take a good old X-Acto knife, a very sharp one, and cut around what I want to show as leather or whatever different color with the interior. And I take the protective layer off. And with that, with this, I use black again, poly PS5, I think it is. And then I did my TS23 dull red, which I always think is a good leather look to it. And as you can see, I didn't really go full ham on it. I made sure some of the black kind of faded through so it looks worn out. And then, I've seen people add lines and such, and you can do that, or even stitch marks with a Sharpie or anything like that after that. But I kind of call it good. And then after that, I peeled off some protective film of the interior, the rest of the interior. I kept this all glossy that's ever orange. And then I'd use dull PS55. And I like to dull my interior because it just adds a little bit more depth in pictures or when you're looking at it and such. And then, And then, like I said, the dashboard was separate. It was a separate piece. So I did silver on the inside. I did silver on the outside. What did I do? And then what did I do? I can't remember what I even did. That's what I did. Silver on the inside. Take two. And then I peeled off the protective film on the outside on the top of the dashboard, painted that black. Then I took all the rest off, and then I did again PS55. I don't even want a shiny dashboard. Some 1966, you probably should have a shiny dashboard. They were always shiny. But yeah, don't be afraid. And here's the thing about painting the outside: it's easy to cover up. Painting on the inside, can't cover it up unless you paint on the outside to cover it up. So that's what I like about painting on the outside. It's not, I was always surprised more people didn't do it. And everybody says, well, it'll get scratched. I'm like, well, then it looks more scale, right? Because a scratched up clear body looks like, like a raisin. And I don't know. It just never, and I think when I used to do slot cars, I know I did. I painted on the outside. We had this like a jalopy class where we tried to knock each other off on a eight lane slot car track, and I had a 64 Plymouth Fury, Mopar or no car, and I painted it black. I painted like the Black Attack team in Carson City at Tahoe Carson Speedway. There was this group of jalopy drivers, all black cars, and they were called Black Attack. And I painted on the outside with the airbrush number 13. I put little shark teeth there, and the idea was to knock fly off and try to hit somebody. It was stupid fun, and that's where I got probably my best ideas, and I don't know if I'm gonna call it skill, but at least some knowledge on painting on the outside. And yeah, don't be afraid of interior. Interiors are great. Thank you, Ken Ryder. Nice moose job. I think it is. I think it's good. Click Clocks RC. I want the new Nissan Proline body. Yeah, and remember, folks, it's only called hard body because it's not a hard body. That's what Nissan called it. So just so you know, I've got numbers 10 and 54. That's right, Mr. Baker. Thanks for the info, Moosejaw. I'll try that post haste. Yeah, Ryan is the thing I think most people hate about painting because it's such a procedure and think this and think that, and like, oh, I made a mistake, especially when you paint on inside. I hate painting on inside because I'm not 100% great at it. There's some flaws right there, but you can't tell at 4 miles an hour climbing a mountain. So actually it looks pretty good on the haggis. Let's put that on. There we go. Let's put that on. Look at that, huh? That's gonna be ridiculous. That looks pretty good though. And I think why it looks good because this RC 4-wheel drive SCX10 conversion, leaf spring conversion kit, there you go, so long, is actually a deadbolt wheelbase. So, all right, folks, that's been the Moosejaw Hour-ish. We went 6 minutes over. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the Moosejaw Hour. And again, we will continue on making this RC channel live stream better. Maybe I'll pick, well, there's one of my clients at the Education Institute. He's a live streamer and with his gaming, so I might pick his brain to help me out with this. I know the microphone's good. It's just a matter about positioning. Usually it's like way over there. This time I have it closer so I could get rid of that echo and have more of a DJ voice. Welcome to the Moosejaw Hour, But at the same time, you have to keep like right there. So we'll figure that out. And again, thanks for Moosejaw Hour. We'll see you at the Autism Crawl there in Pioneer, California, Bear Valley. Like I said, you can just go there, you register, you pay some money. It goes to the cause, and you can do all the events and so forth and have fun and hang out and get probably free hot dogs and things like that. And the train's pretty good. I like the train there. It's pretty good. They do it pretty good. And hopefully the smoke from the mosquito fighter is not blowing south. So we should be clear. I would hope it is clear. So in any case, folks, thank you for joining the Moosejaw Hour. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit subscribe, like, and all that fun notification. And, push play if you're bored and just get those hours up. We'll get them up. And again, as I like to say goodbye, we get our cheeseburgers in there, cheeseburgers and fries. And goodbye. We're gonna cue up the music as soon as we get the cue. We have to cue up the music. We need some rock and roll. Thanks, folks. Have a great evening.